Welcome to Parker Professional Driving School. Today we're going to go over Class A air brake check. This will be needed for your CDL license. What I'm going to do is first enter the vehicle. I'm going to make 3-point contact with the vehicle using 2 hands and 1 foot or 2 feet and 1 hand. I'm going to open up the door. What I'm going to do is make sure the brakes are applied. I'm going to get the chalk blocks and take the key with me. I'm going to enter the vehicle. And I will put it in here. Brakes are applied, the truck is in gear, and I have the key in my pocket. I'm going to put the chalk blocks on the floor, slide them across so we do not carry them and fall out of the truck as we exit the vehicle. So I'm going to make 3-point contact as I'm leaving the vehicle. And I'm going to chalk the drive wheel on the left side, closing the door as I leave the vehicle. Leave the chalk blocks out a little bit in case they get stuck. We can use our heel to kick them out. You can also see them in the mirror before you move the vehicle. Now we're going to enter the vehicle and start our air brake test. Okay, I'm going to start the vehicle. What we're going to do is push in the clutch, get to neutral. We're going to start the engine. Okay, the truck is chalked. The first thing we're going to do is check our cut in and cut out. What we're going to do is build it up to full pressure after I release the brakes. You do not want to hit the brake pedal with the brakes applied. So I'm going to build it up to full pressure. The needles are rising. We're going to build it up to full pressure first. We're keeping the tach at 1500. That is operating range. Needles are still rising. Don't have full pressure yet. We're at full pressure. Now we're going to fan it down. Fan the brake down to 100 pounds. Keep fanning till we're at 100 pounds. We're going to tack it up, rev it up to 1500 at operating range. Needles are rising, cut in works. Now we're going to bring it out to cutout level. When the needles stop rising, it has reached cutout level. Keeping it at 1500 operating range. Needles stop rising. We're at cutout level. Cutout works. It has 125 in this vehicle. Cutout, pull out, shut off. Now we're ready for our air loss rate. Step 2. What we're going to do is release both brakes. After the initial drop of 5 to 15 pounds, we cannot lose no more than 3 pounds in 1 minute with no brakes applied. Release the brakes. After the initial drop of 5 to 15 pounds, timing now, I cannot lose more than 3 pounds in 1 minute. Minutes up. It did not lose any pressure. Now I'm going to put firm pressure on the foot brake, or 90 pounds of pressure on the foot brake. After the initial drop of 5 to 15 pounds, I cannot lose more than 4 pounds in 1 minute. Timing now. Minutes up. I did not lose any pressure. Now I'm going to do step 3. I'm going to turn the key to the on position. What I'm going to do is fan it down to 60 pounds. Before 60 pounds, the low warning alarm should come on, low pressure, air pressure. I'm fanning down. And the low alarm works before 60. I'm going to continue fanning the brakes. And at 20 to 40 pounds, no lower than 20 pounds, both spring brakes should apply. I'm watching the buttons. Make sure both buttons pop. Continue fanning if both buttons do not pop. And both of them did, and I'm 25 pounds within the range. I'm going to start the engine. I'm going to do my compressor rate buildup. Start with the clutch in. Start the engine. I'm going to keep it at 1500 on the tach. Needles are rising. Just after 60 pounds, the low warning alarm should go off. Needles are rising. And after it goes past 60, I should lose the alarm. And at 85 to 100, I have to build at 1500 RPMs up within 45 seconds. 85 to 100 within 45 seconds. 45 seconds or less. The alarm went off just after 60. When the needle hits 85, I'm going to time it from 85 to 100, 45 seconds. And I'm timing now. At 100 now, that's 28 seconds. Now I'm going to put it in gear. I'm going to build it to full pressure before I put it in gear. I'm going to full pressure, and then we will check our brakes to see if they hold. Full pressure. I'm going to put it in gear. Shut it off. Take the key with me and go remove my chalk box. Before I leave the vehicle, making sure the buttons are applied. The brakes are applied. Exiting the vehicle, 3-point contact, and shutting the door when I get out. Leaving the vehicle, using 3-point contact, make sure you shut the door firmly. Remove the chalk blocks, and I go put the chalk blocks in the cab. Do not climb up with the chalk blocks in your arms. Put them on the floor, slide them across. enter the vehicle using 3-point contact. I'll see you inside the vehicle. I'm going to start the vehicle up. I'm going to start it in neutral. I'm in full pressure. I'm going to put it into forward gear. I'm going to release my tractor brakes, my spring brakes on my tractor, checking the spring brakes on my trailer, leaving this one out, and the coupling to make sure it's secure. All I'm going to do is let up the clutch. It lugs a little bit. Spring brakes hold, and the coupling is secure. Now I'm going to apply my tractor brakes, releasing my trailer brakes, having a brake applied at all times. Pull out the yellow first before you push the red in. I'm going to let out the clutch. Same thing. I'm going to let it lug a little bit. And the spring brakes on the tractor hold. I lost a little bit of air by releasing the brakes. I'm going to put it in neutral. I'm going to bring it up to full pressure before I move the vehicle. Keep it at 1500 operating range. I'm going to put it in gear. I'm going to roll ahead, and I'm going to pull down the trolley brake. That is the service brakes for the trailer. After I release the tractor brake, I'm going to roll ahead slowly. I'm going to push in the clutch, pull on the trolley, and the service brakes for the trailer hold. Okay, now I'm going to check all service brakes on the vehicle. I'm going to roll ahead. I'm going to put firm pressure on the foot brake, checking all service brakes on the vehicle. Going 5 miles an hour. Hitting the brake firmly. There was no delay in stopping, no unusual feel to the pedal. The truck didn't pull to the right or the left. No chatter in the wheel. No unusual sounds or smells. That completes the air brake test. Have a nice day.